This video is on writing equations of lines. For this, we have three different types of problems that you are going to have to do on the test. The first is just when you're given the slope and the y-intercept, and that is the easiest type because you can just use the equation y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So we know our slope is negative 2/3, and we know our y-intercept is 7. So our equation of the line would be y equals negative 2/3 x plus 7. And we're done. Nothing more you need to do. The second type is when you're given a point and a slope. The easiest way to do that is to use the point-slope equation, which is this. Y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1. And the key is here that the y1 and the x1 have minus signs in front of them. That means that that's going to change the sign of the points, of the numbers in the coordinate. So here's your coordinate. There's x1 and y1. So to actually write the equation, it's going to be y, then minus 3 equals the slope we know is 1/2, and then times x, and then it's minus a negative 4, so minus negative becomes a plus 4, and so it looks like the sign of the point has changed, and that would be the equation of the line. The other way, if you don't like point-slope form, is to first fill in slope-intercept form with the slope. Y equals 1/2 x, and then put in b for the y-intercept. We don't know that yet. And the whole idea of a line is that, of a point being on a line, is that if negative 4,3 is going to be on this line, we should be able to plug those numbers in for x and y and get a true equation. So to find b, use the point you know, 3 equals 1/2 negative 4, and then solve that for b. So 3 equals negative 2 plus b, and b is going to equal 5. So then our equation in slope-intercept form would be y equals 1/2 x plus 5. Either of those two would work. Obviously, point slope's a little bit easier. Last, we need to be able to find an equation from a line. To find an equation from a line, again, you can either do this with point-slope or slope-intercept. In this case, we have the y-intercept. It's right here at negative 3, so that will make our life a little bit easier. If you don't have the y-intercept, you probably want to use point-slope. The first thing we need is to find the slope, so let's use that counting method. And so we're going down 3, so that's negative 3, and right 1, so that's positive 1. So the slope is going to equal negative 3. All right, we already know the y-intercept is also negative 3, so the least amount of work possible in this case is just to write it in slope-intercept form. Y equals 3x minus 3, negative 3x minus 3. If you did not have the y-intercept, or you just like to write it in point-slope, you can pick any point that's off the line. So for me, I'm going to choose this one, which is the point 1, negative 6. And let's write it in point-slope, so it's going to be y, then minus negative 6, so we change the sign, plus 6, equals, the slope we've already figured out is negative 3, times x minus 1. And there's the equation in point-slope form.